What's up, guys, and thank you for joining us today on this week's episode. Whoo! Hope you had a wonderful week. I've had a great week.
I have had an awesome week,
It's just been a good week. Like, it's starting to get warm, but it hasn't gotten...
Yeah.
We went through that little hot phase, but it's kind of cooled down, so it's nice and chill now. It feels beautiful outside.
Walking around, taking your dogs out.
Or playing their music really loud in their damn garage.
Yeah, well, they stopped now.
Yeah, they stopped, thankfully. But, it's just been a good week, man. And like I said, I hope you guys have had a great week. What have you been up to, man?
Me? Well...
Anything exciting this week?
Well, okay, so, I mean, we did get Persona that dropped, obviously,
Yes.
So I've been playing a lot of that. Still...
You liking it?
I'm liking it, yeah, I'm liking it. I'm going to be talking more about it for sure. I mean, I'm definitely excited to do my first review on it.
Yeah, that's going to be your first
ever.
review.
This is going to be a brand new thing to me. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, and I just finished Mass Effect, so I should hopefully have the review ready for that for next week's episode.
Been doing that. I've been still playing a little bit of Zelda. Still adding to the compendium.
Man, you have so much to do in that. I'm so jealous that you have all that to experience,
they've
man.
They've got all that DLC coming out soon. You got the hard mode coming out.
I am going to restart and do that. But I wanted to take it back to Persona for a second because what was really what I was a cool feature, and I'm surprised that more companies aren't doing this.
What's that?
The saving from the cloud right in the save menu.
Yeah. Because I just did that. I saved at home. Wanted to try that out. Came over here. You can upload your saves. It gives you like a little special save slot where you can keep a save for the cloud for this exact purpose. I came over, loaded up. You can just keep playing from where you left off.
And it's not like it's their own thing. Like they put it right in the menu to save to your PSN cloud. Like, come on, companies, like give us that option.
That's
like
super cool.
Put that in there. I didn't have to exit out and upload it to it. Like it had it right in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I haven't really jumped in. I've only spent an hour into it because I'm on my quest to Platinum Horizon, which I'm getting there. Now that Mass Effect's out of the way, I can focus on a great game. And Horizon, man, it's so good.
Yeah.
It really is so good. And I got that gold fast travel pack, so I'm trying to get through that so quickly because I really want to get to Persona.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's been fun, man. I've been trying to show it off. So that's the thing. I was really excited about it. I was trying to show it off on Tuesday because normally I stream on Tuesdays, but was running into some problems because for those of you who are not familiar with it, Atlas has come out saying that basically anyone trying to stream this game is going to have a hard time doing so. Basically, they're trying to stop everyone from spoiling the game. They're doing copyright strikes and stuff like that. So I was trying to show you guys the game on Tuesday, but unless you have a capture card or something like that, it's impossible to stream from the PS4. It just blocks all the scenes. It just gives you like a blue waiting screen kind of thing. Well,
and I mean, further, even if you had, like, if we use the Elgato for that, from the sound of it, Atlas would guarantee us a strike.
Yeah.
So I didn't think anyone could be worse than Nintendo when it came to this, but it sounds like Atlas is that they're coming out with the guns out. Like
just for this one thing, though.
Yeah, and okay, so
understandable, I think.
It is completely understandable. I've kind of gone back and forth on this. When we were testing the waters with Zelda, and we got those, and Nintendo didn't strike us. All they did was monetize the video, which is fine. Look, you created the content. We're just sharing and playing it. But I mean, allow us to share it and play it. Like, don't just strike us. Like, if Atlas wants to monetize it, fine. But then I'm so two-sided on this because I see it from a creator's point of view. You don't want it spoiled. Like, that is a game that has beautiful anime scenes, and it's definitely a game you want to experience, not watch someone else play.
Yeah, man.
So, I mean,
they're on the... Okay, so if you want to not be spoiled on it, it's really easy. You just don't look for streams. You just don't go watch a stream that is streaming Persona if you're currently playing it. I think it's pretty easy, but I don't know. On the other hand, there are people who don't want to, like, they don't have the patience for this type of thing.
Or they don't want to pay for it.
Or they want to spend, $60, or for not everyone, that's not an easy thing for everyone. So I can see that side of it where maybe you'd rather watch someone play it, but now it's not like you have that option because they're stopping everyone.
Yeah, they're stopping everyone to do it, and I don't know, like I always go back and forth in this because, like I said, I do not have a problem with a company saying, hey, don't stream our game, you know, because they did put the effort into it. They're the ones that put their creative talents into it.
Sure.
And they don't want to rob other people of doing that. But again, like you said, if someone doesn't want to be spoiled by something, then just don't look out for the streams.
Right.
Like don't even seek them out.
Right. Easy as that. I mean, that's the fix right there. You don't want to be spoiled. Don't watch it. I mean, if someone's gonna spoil it, someone's just gonna get on Twitter and send out a tweet or post on Facebook or they're gonna spoil it anyway.
Yeah,
like,
and
taking that away from people who are trying to make content and stream and do all that stuff.
yeah, and it's like we're not even trying to monetize this video or anything.
Yeah,
we just want to have content to bring people together and laugh and joke and like when you were a kid, you would go to your buddy's house and watch them play a game. But and then granted, this is not the same. We definitely live in a different age now.
Yeah, we're reaching a mass audience instead of just two people in your house.
Well, you know what's funny about it is I don't know why I just thought of this, but Kingdom Hearts, when you pull it up on the PS4 now, it actually has a button where you can hit streaming license and you can see what you're allowed to stream and what you're not allowed to stream.
That was interesting. That must be something that's like. We're probably going to be seeing that in a lot more games nowadays. We're going to have to because
well, you can't just turn on the system and leave the music playing, which is fine. Like I get it because then people can just rip the file from YouTube and now they got the music. So
there are some licensing aspects to it.
That makes sense. Like because the first Zelda video I did, the reason it got flagged was because the music near one of the stables.
Oh, right, yeah.
The music was constantly playing, so Nintendo flagged, okay, fine. Now someone can strip that music and take it. But Nintendo monetized it. That's their deal. I don't have a problem with that. But it seems like Disney's even a little bit more kosher about it. You can stream. You just can't monetize your video. They won't monetize it, which is nice. I like that. Like, it seems like they're not going to monetize your video for streaming something that can get spoiled. But I mean, honestly, what is your overall opinion? Should companies be so aggressive with the community about it? Or should they have kind of a little leeway and say, like, okay, so let's say I'm Konami and we just released a new game, like without Hideo Kojima. And
Castlevania Symphony of the Venom Snake Knight. Yeah. So we've got Venom Snake Knight out there, and you know, I'm playing it. Should Konami just say, no, you are not allowed to stream this? Any stream you put up, it gets flagged because that's our game. We don't want you spoiling it. Or should they say, hey, one of the biggest things in the gaming community is sharing. You know, it's sharing your experiences and stuff like that. Where do you draw the line at saying, oh, you can stream this and you can't stream this, you know, right.
this over that? Where's a fine line that most of these companies can follow? Because side of me feels Atlas may be going a little too far by giving people outright strikes.
Right, yeah.
Like maybe say you can't put this video up, take the video down, or I mean, I don't know what they could do, or should it just be kind of a free-for-all and let everybody stream what they want, when they want, and allow spoiling to happen or this to happen, you know?
I guess that's kind of always been the thing behind doing these YouTube videos. It's like you're kind of sort of in a way trying to make money off of someone else's creation in a way, but then at the same time you're adding your own thing. I mean, that's what this is all. Well,
yeah, but at the same time, like I can't put up you know, a James Bond movie and sit back and do like commentary on it. You know, I can't do that because now I'm sharing the whole movie. But like I was telling somebody, so that argument was once presented to me, and what I said to them is sitting back and watching the movie and, you know, me putting it up, you're getting 90% of the experience right there.
Yeah.
When you're watching someone play a game, you're only getting 50% of the experience. You're getting the visual side, but you're not getting the playing. You're not to mention, you know, you've got some doofus like us talking over, you know, what's happening in the game.
Or not making the choices that you want to make, especially in a game like Persona where there's different, like, you're presented with different conversational options and you're sitting there like, no, pick that one, pick that. Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know, like, so like I said, I'm so two-sided on this because, I mean, I'm really on the fence. I can see, like, I have no problem with what Nintendo did. No problem. They didn't have a problem with our review.
No.
So thankfully there. So, I mean, it seems like I could monetize that review if I wanted to, which we haven't. But if I wanted to, it seems like they're fine with that because, I mean, you're actually analyzing the product.
Yeah.
So, like, when you do your Persona review, I don't think you're going to have a problem either, as long as you don't show too much the cutscenes and stuff.
Yeah.
And guys, the anime
cutscenes.
scenes in this are impressive.
Very good.
Like, they look like a good anime movie that would come out.
And compared to 4, I would say it's got almost like twice. I feel like twice the amount. Maybe I'm just not remember that correctly, because at the beginning,
I mean, 4 had a lot too, though.
4 had a lot too, but this one is just like, maybe it's just because the beginning of it, but it's just like cutscene after cutscene,
and the voice work is good. Man, I can't wait to see your review for that. And like I said, I can't wait to finally dive into it. I'm gonna probably do that after I come back from my vacation.
Yeah.
Finally jump into that and really, because that's a game that I feel like it needs all my attention. I can't be playing anything in the background. And I told you earlier this week, I'm getting tired of open world games.
You want to go back to like the
I want something linear again.
Story-driven, linear, like yeah, I get you.
And Persona's kind of open world, but it's not really open world.
And this is like watching like an anime. It's like watching a series. It's I mean, there's, especially at the beginning, there's a lot of just sitting back and like enjoying the awesome voice acting.
It's a good story. Like,
yeah.
I've only made it up to the point where you're about to go to school, like, type of thing. So I'm not even that far, and I can't really comment that much on it. But yeah, I'm excited for your review on that. But you're gonna have to. You got a lot ahead of you there.
Yeah, I'll be putting in some work for sure. This coming up week, while you're gone, I think I'm gonna be just mashing out on that game for sure.
That's all you got to do, man. Is just play the heck out of it, because when I get back, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm jumping right into that. I cannot wait. But yeah, some other big news that happened this week. Well, that wasn't even news. That was just something we wanted to talk about. Some other big news.
Because actually, it's been pretty slow of a week.
It really has.
Yeah, nothing really has happened.
Nothing crazy. Nothing announced.
Outside of Persona being released, we got nothing really to talk about except for
Microsoft released the specs on their Scorpio, which they promise to be the most powerful console on the market. And from these specs,
on paper,
I think they've done it.
It looks like it.
I mean, and we talked a few weeks back that, we didn't have any set specs yet or anything like that on this.
Everything was rumored. Everything was in the air.
And we talked about, there's a possibility that a PS5, that analysts had talked something about it coming out in 2018, which I still don't think is going to happen. We may hear something in 2018, but we won't see anything. But anyways, back to what I was saying. So Microsoft announced the specs for the Project Scorpio. I don't know. I wonder if that's going to be the final name for it. Like, if it's going to be
Scorpio,
or like Xbox Scorpio, or I don't know what they're going to call it, because I don't see them calling it Xbox One.
X-Bone Pro.
I don't see that either. But anyways, guys. Okay, so first, we'll say what the Xbox One had and what the new one has. Okay, so first of all, for the CPU in the new one, the original, or the Xbox One, the original one, not the S or anything, had 8 custom Jaguar cores clocked at 1.75 gigahertz, which isn't bad, but that's still considerably lower than the PS4 Pro, which had 8 Jaguar cores clocked at 2.1 gigahertz. But Project Scorpio has 8 custom x86 cores clocked at 2.3 gigahertz,
which from the article is saying that is going to be a substantial. The custom cores that they're using are a substantial increase in speed over the Jaguar cores that are used in the Xbox One and on the PS4 Pro and original model.
And like I said, they're x86 cores. That alone, that processing power is going to be quick. Yeah, it's going to be quick. Now moving on to the GPU. In the GPU, let's see, you've got, the old one has these 12 compute units at 853 megahertz. Xbox One S was pushing that out at 914 megahertz, which isn't too crazy. But the PS4 Pro was doing 911 megahertz, which is actually lower than the One S. It's kind of surprising. But Project Scorpio, 40 customized compute units at 1,172 megahertz.
Jeez.
That is quick.
Yeah, that's a substantial increase over the PS4 Pro even. And then memory, we've got let's see, we're looking at 8 gigs of RAM on the old Xbox One, DDR3. On PS4 Pro, we had 8 gigs of GDDR5.
So that's why that was so much considerably quicker. And another thing to point out, though, the big difference between the Pro and the One is the One it's basically running 2 operating systems inside of there. So like that 8 gigs of RAM that you had there, I mean, it was really divvied up pretty heavily between the 2 OSs, whereas at least on the PS4 Pro, I think it only uses 1 gig for the OS, and I could have that wrong, don't quote me on that, but I believe it only uses 1 gig, freeing 7 gig for the rest. However,
on the Project Scorpio, they're saying that it's going to have 12 gigs of GDDR5. And the GDDR5, that is, because that's new, right? Isn't it?
It's still pretty new,
DDR3. And now these new GDDR5s, don't they also have graphics? I think they also...
they aid to the video, the VRAM a little bit.
That's right, okay. Yeah, so that's okay. That's incredible.
But that's not even okay. So moving on to the actual memory bandwidth, this is the thing that actually seems so impressive to me.
Right.
Okay.
This is how fast like it can move textures, everything. This is like everything moving forward. This is it. It's actual speed processing.
I think this is really kind of what you want, or at least the one to pay the most attention to. So the original Xbox One had 68 gigabytes DDR3. And then it had the ES RAM maxed out at 204 gigabytes. The actual Xbox One S had 219 gigabytes.
Yeah.
The PS4 Pro maxed out at 218 gigabytes. Back to the memory bandwidth. And guys, I keep laughing about it because it really is impressive. Like, I haven't been too happy with Xbox this gen, but this is impressive. A 326 gigabytes memory bandwidth. That... That's awesome
because they thought they reached like the pretty much the max at the with the 218 gigabytes there for the Xbox and the Pro, but somehow pulling out even more 300, and that's the customized cores that they were talking about, and that's how they're getting that is they've completely rewritten. They have these cores that are like modified 1080 chips.
Yeah.
Something like that, and the GTX 1080 chip on a PC already is like top of the line, pretty much. So this is gonna have something over that, apparently. Oh yeah, no, this is going to be insane. But the and I mean, okay, so the hard drive, that's still the same, 1 terabyte, 2.5 inch, and 4K Ultra HD
Blu-ray, which was the same as the Xbox One S.
The PS4 Pro is missing that, unfortunately.
Yes, and. Come on, Sony, you made the Blu-ray, you finally won a media war, and you don't give us the 4K Blu-ray. That was one of the biggest things that held me back from getting that PS4 Pro, and I finally got one because I wanted a solid 4K Blu-ray player, and I sat back going, But I'll probably end up picking up the Scorpio when it comes out to replace the Xbox One because
of the backwards compatibility.
Yes, with Xbox 360 and Xbox One. I won't need the Xbox One anymore. I'll probably give that to you or something. And
because they're pushing really hard for this back. That was probably the biggest
smart
part
to do it. Like they really are very smart to do it because Sony doesn't do it. You got the PS Now, but we won't talk about that anymore. And then the Switch doesn't have anything like that.
No, definitely.
So Xbox, they're listening to fans at least as what to do on the console. Now if they can get the exclusives and strong third-party support that they need, because they've been lacking in the game department. So I am so excited to see that they really are. And if anyone's going to do this, it's Microsoft. Come on, they're a computer company. They, that's where their roots are. But this impressed me. Now I want to see what Sony's going to say.
I know.
Because when the PS4 Pro came out and compared to the Xbox One S, I still prefer the Pro.
Because maybe we will see the 5 now because of that. You know what I mean?
I still don't think we'll see it in 2018 unless Sony pulls a complete surprise. I think we'll hear about it in 2018, but I don't think we'll see anything as far as a release date on that until 2019. But we learned some other things. Digital Foundry. Yeah, discovered some things about it too, like
the way it was supposed to upgrade the old games. How it
yes,
so they talked about how any game back on the 360. I don't know back in the day playing on the 360, you'll remember a lot of screen tearing.
Mm-hmm.
That was like prominent on the system. Pretty much like every game had screen tearing. That is gone.
Yeah, well, they've already kind of done that with the Xbox One and the backwards compatibility because like if you want the best version of Red Dead Redemption, play it on Xbox One. Mm-hmm. Like because it definitely looks smoother. But here it sounds like they're taking it up a notch, and it seems like something to compete with the PS4 Pro's boost mode.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. That's all it is. Because the boost mode was supposed to be that all-in-one, like, oh man, it's gonna make all of your old PS4 games run better, but it so far hasn't been that. Like I've only noticed it maybe like I noticed in The Witcher and in a few games where all it is just like the frame rate's a little bit better. But this one's talking about like higher like games that have resolution that would fluctuate. Dynamic resolution will be locked to the highest possible frame rate. Resolution, the frame rate will be locked to whatever it's supposed to be. If it's 30, it'll stay at 30. This is what they're saying at least.
Mm-hmm. But there was one downside to it. That it sounds like it's always going to be on, which causes compatibility issues. Right. I mean, this is all hearsay right now. We don't really know this too much yet.
Yeah, that was the kind of downside behind them making all the custom cores and all that they're going to have to go in and make sure every game is compatible, unlike with the PS4 Pro's boost mode where
you can turn it on.
You can turn it on and off. If something doesn't work properly, you can just turn it off. But on the Scorpio side of things, it's sounding like every game they're going to have to go through and make sure that it's completely compatible with the new hardware.
And I mean
that might be hard to do.
That would be hard to do. They could still put some sort of option in there to turn it on or off, or like better compatibility. I mean, they may have like a compatibility mode or something.
Because I don't even know if they could do that because they were saying the hardware itself. This is on a hardware level where it's changed. It's
it's not a software.
It's not Xbox One anymore at all. Like the PS4 Pro is the same GPU, CPU. They just
beefed it up a little
faster. This Project Scorpio is supposed to be to the Xbox One like the 360 to the Xbox One. It's supposed to be an entirely different architecture that will let it do all these crazy numbers on paper. So, I mean, it looks that doesn't come back and bite them in the butt. I mean, that would really suck if like you just try to load up your favorite game and it just locks up. Or
you're loading up Lost Odyssey or something. And you notice the eyes are 10 feet off.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, and I mean you're stuck with that. Yeah. So I mean, okay, so on paper, guys, this looks great. The backwards compatibility looks awesome. The ability to play 360 and Xbox One games, and from the sound of it, it makes it seem like there's going to be Scorpio exclusive games. So I mean, I can say I'm excited for this, but please give us some games.
The one thing I did hear that was awesome, and I think you would appreciate that as well. They gave who's the you would know the Forza, who the guys make Forza?
Turn 10.
Okay, they gave Turn 10 a look at the system. They let them port it over. They ported over Forza, yeah. They got it running in 4K 60 frames a second.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
4K 60 frames a second on Project Scorpio. And they were talking about bumping it up to pretty much the equivalent of ultra settings on the PC.
That is awesome. That actually that excites me. That gets me excited on a level that a woman can do.
If that's
down, boy. That's down.
If that's any indication as to how much power this thing is going to have, that's amazing.
That excites me in and of itself. But so we were talking about everything else. They just basically one other question that kind of rose to me is what's going to happen with the HoloLens thing that they were working on.
Right. Well, maybe they put it on the back burner for some more power. Maybe they're waiting for something like this.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking now that they'll have the power and everything to support it. And that's the only thing that I think they could compete with the PS4 VR or the PSVR with is their HoloLens, which from the early demos I saw was really impressive.
I hope something.
I want to check it out. But so like I said, on paper it looks great. The backwards compatibility sounds awesome. But moving into our next little tidbit here. Speaking of old games playing on newer systems. So the Switch still doesn't have a virtual console.
No, it doesn't, which is kind of
disheartening. We can just leave it at that. I mean, it's
poopy.
They need to have that out by the end of the summer, but my guess is they won't even have that up until their full subscription service really starts.
Right.
Anyways, though.
Till fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they're talking about. Yeah.
And you'll have to start paying then for your 1 month a game or what they need to. They need to fix their online.
You know what they should do? They should Oh man, okay. Xbox got their subscription service. PlayStation got their subscription service. Virtual console subscription service.
That'd be
What?
cool. Like $10 a month, and you can just go through and play them all.
I just made Nintendo. I just made you guys money.
They won't
do
listen.
that. Well, anyway, if someone's listening, do it. That's an awesome idea. Are you kidding me?
Well, like it would be
how
perfect,
popular
but...
this thing or how this thing exploded. You could almost don't do it, but you could almost overcharge people for it, and they would go crazy. Like, what? I could play all my retro games anytime.
And that's exactly the reason Nintendo won't do it, because then they're going to see, well, people will pay $5-6 to play to buy each game again, so that's money we're losing if we charge for $10 a month. So, God, that's a great idea, and I really wish Nintendo would do it, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. Nintendo, they don't care about appeasing the fans. They care about making us wonder why they are doing what they are doing.
And until then, we have NeoGeo.
We have NeoGeo.
NeoGeo games on the Switch, which are we've got Metal Slug on there. We've got the King of Fighters. We got Waku Waku.
That one made me laugh because I was like, no one's gonna know what this is. Like, I barely remember it. But yeah, so we got some NeoGeo titles on there, and me and Rob decided this past week to kind of dive through and check out Metal Slug 3.
Yeah.
So go ahead and check out this quick clip.
Without further ado.
Yeah, of us playing through a little bit of Metal Slug 3.
Check it out.
So we're playing this on the Switch because we decided to try out some of the NeoGeo titles that came out on there. It's cool to have something else to play on here, but how are they gonna leave out 2, man? 2 is...
I know, 2 is one of the most popular ones.
It's my favorite, that's for sure. Alright, so
it's crazy this game came out in 2000.
Yeah.
That's what's so unbelievable to me. It's like, I think back then, that was 17 years ago, man.
Yeah, it doesn't even seem that long ago.
It doesn't, but at the same time it does.
I don't feel like this game is 17 years old.
No.
They've come out with so many of these games though. There's like so many iterations of it and so many like...
And what's cool about this one though is that it's the original arcade version. It's not like the console release version, which, well, maybe I don't know if that's better or worse. I know that it has the frame rate issue.
It definitely has that nice slowdown that you would get. I actually really like that, honestly.
It takes you back to those days where like, it's so insane!
Yeah, let's do this.
I'm just gonna stand in front of the ship.
I like it. This one had the different paths you could take.
I just remember the end of this one, the mothership.
I think you died.
I was way over there, man.
Oh, back of the ship.
Oh,
man.
I was on it!
You got eaten by piranhas. See, that's what happens. You gotta keep on your toes, man, or else you're gonna lose them.
You gotta keep on keeping on.
Get that guy. Oh, man. This is looking like Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull all of a sudden.
That was a terrible one. Why did you have to mention that one?
Well, because the chase scene through the jungle was actually pretty...
That was like the best part of it. That had one of the best sword fights.
Yep, yeah. Best Shia LaBeouf movie.
I don't know, that even Stevens movie, man.
Oh, no, how about, what was... Oh, man, Man Down. Man Down. Did you hear about... I actually just was watching this, like...
About how you got like a total of $36?
Yeah. They sold 3 tickets in the UK.
They were like, his ticket sales are up by 300%. By that we mean he sold 3 tickets.
Oh. I'm gonna get it. Oh, let's go. Ah!
It's good that you have that one now.
Yeah,
instead of that.
I think that's the trick actually since we went through that other route. I'm gonna use all my games. Oh, yeah, thanks for taking that shot for me.
Oh, that's all. I was there for you, man. I was there.
Give me a shield. I also took your heavy machine gun. That's fine. You don't need that. You might want this guy though. Nope. Okay. No, never mind.
Just set me on fire.
It's all good.
Flame on!
Flame on!
Oh!
Yeah.
It's okay. We have 47 quarters left. God! Just spawn and die.
Oh man.
What is this, Call of Duty?
Yeah, this is 2D Call of Duty. This is pretty much the start of it. This is I think this is probably the closest thing you'll get to 2D Call of Duty. That's just fun to say. I just want another reason to say 2D Call of Duty. Oh, there you go. There you go.
That good old slow down.
You know, I'm really thankful that this does have an auto fire option because this controller's acting really weird.
Yeah, well, dude, it's one of the original launch Joy-Cons. It's got a sticky... Well, it's not even a sticky button. It's just...
It doesn't work. You have to push it harder. That's really weird.
That's why I'm glad I got this Pro controller.
Yeah, Pro controller definitely feels nicer. Look at all those points I got, man.
Learning points, and look at them points I did not get.
You took no prisoners.
Took no prisoners.
You took no prisoners.
Because we slay them all. Man, we're already on mission 2. We got zombies. It's time for Walking Dead. Metal Dead.
I have not watched any of that show.
I haven't.
Is it still? What was the last episode you left off on, or season?
Oh, I left
man.
off on like the end of season 4, I think.
Oh man, what?
I'm a zombie! Brains! Brains!
So as a zombie, you can't duck. Your rate of fire has been decreased, but oh, I saved you there.
Nah, I was slaying them.
Nah, you
I
wouldn't
was
have gotten
slaying
me.
them.
You wouldn't have gotten me. You wouldn't have gotten me. But you do have this.
I gotta go save Donald Trump. We gotta save Donald Trump.
You're not saving anyone. You're dying over there.
My head is literally splurting.
What is happening? I died too. Oh, is this a? What the heck? I thought I was shooting that guy.
I'm here, Donald Trump.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Have nothing good for us. Wait. Hold on.
Just like Trump.
No. Now he's got. There we go.
He's got his. Oh yeah, we got the lightning.
Yeah. As long as I don't die, we're in business here. Oh, and we got the monkey with the Uzi. Oh no. I'm zombie. I've been zombie 5.
Oh, so have I. We're now the walking slugs.
Oh man. Oh yeah, you like that? Just walking through you. The Walking Dead. Walking through you.
Get up out of here. The zombies trying to get up in me.
These guys can't do nothing against
They're
us.
trying to get up in me. It's fun.
Nope. It's not fine. Oh yeah, now it's fine. Yeah, you keep using that. Yep.
Now my head's just spurting. God, these games are so great to play in the arcade. The buddy.
What?
I just saw Robert die. Oh!
Yeah,
It's okay, we still have 44 quarters left.
No, I was obsessed with 2, man. I must have played that. I got to the point where I was beating it with like 2 quarters, and that is unheard of. Metal Slug is designed to eat your quarters. This game is made for you to use all of your allowance.
Thank you.
Oh, these guys are helping us now. Cowards.
Oh, come on!
If you're gonna be a Nazi, stick with it. No, you got a chance. You can wiggle out of it. You just don't want to get hit twice by it. Oh. Whoa. Nope. Careful.
Get up out of here! Uh-oh. I'm gonna slice you. It slices. It dices. I can't get around this.
Man, this
They're
controller.
like ground torpedoes.
I'm telling you, I'm starting to have to really mash on this button. I feel like I'm. Oh no!
You're building up that thumb strength. They're everywhere.
30 grenades. Oh, oh man. Close one.
We both sliced them.
You know, they're kind of adorable in a
They
way.
are kind of adorable. And just, I see them like talking like.
Oh no! They got me. They got me. Watch your back. Watch your back. Oh jeez. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, what?
I'm just trying to get through that. Finally went down. Switch it up.
Yay, you got the doll. You got the doll.
Elephant!
Elephant.
It's an elephant, Frodo.
So wait, now we go back there.
It's an elephant, Frodo.
Came all this way. So go back.
Somehow.
Whoa.
Zombie me.
Battery. Oh no. Now we're both. Oh man, now we can't ride the freaking elephant. Hold on. Wait. Now you can because you're dying.
That was my entire purpose.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
I want to ride the elephant.
Alright,
I
yeah,
am the
yeah.
protector, like Tony Shaw.
Ongbak.
All Angbak. Get out of my way. I am the king of the land
man, I
animals.
just got a golden shower. Jeez.
So did I. Now you can have your elephants back.
I'm gonna have my electrons back. Here we go. Ah, jeez. I was focused on the prize. Didn't notice all that barf coming down on me. No. I'm just gonna go ahead and, I guess, die. But
Just walking over all these.
oh, hey, there you go. I can stay on top of it. So I'm ready to take it.
Oh, I guess that's it.
Flame shot.
Oh, 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 what?
It's okay, we have plenty of quarters.
Yeah, you might want to go ahead and pop one in there. This elephant has... Oh man, the elephant has... Why wasn't I using that before? You
Ah!
can shoot lasers. You get on this elephant. He shoots lasers. If you use the grenade. Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, elephant died.
Well, there goes that fun.
How did we go in there? And it was one way, but we come out the same way.
Don't take the...
You don't need it. You're doing fine just as a zombie. I like it that way. You talk less.
Oh man. Oh, his music's getting funky. What just killed me? Oh man, it's so painfully slow turning into a zombie.
No one said being a zombie was fun. You want that?
Jeez. No. Actually, you want to be a zombie for this part.
That is true. Oh, the aliens.
Dang it. Yeah, we should have.
Take them all down. Oh! Just trying to reason my way through that.
Throw your grenades. Every time you respawn, you should be throwing your grenades. All of them. Dump them. Might help if I actually throw them on. Yeah, that is a necessity. That's how grenades usually work. You hit them with an explode. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All the grenades.
Machine gun.
Why won't they just stop? Why won't they just leave us alone?
Heavy machine gun.
Because they're aliens. Look at them.
Go back to your home.
Nah, I'm gonna Will Smith this. Welcome to Earth.
Heavy machine gun. Heavy machine gun.
Call ET.
Tell him welcome to Earth.
Tell him to come pick up his friends. Man, this button is stressing me out.
Oh.
I want to shoot to go down faster. You definitely don't want to stand under it. Oh no, that came a lot faster. Oh goodness.
It's just like, welcome. Welcome, you cryptic tomb. Hey, I know we saved a prisoner.
That was awesome.
You're
I'm
great.
trying to keep track of how many times we've died. We started at 50 credits. We're already down to 35.
Mission complete.
Our challenge is to get through this without losing all of our credits.
Well, guys, there you have it. A little NeoGeo action on the Switch. It was fun. You were having some controller issues there, and that's the Joy-Con. That's not your playstyle. You still got a higher score than me
I still did.
with a busted up Joy-Con. It's not busted up. It's just really not working right.
I don't know why they didn't put 2 on there, because 2 is my game, man. 2 is
I've been reading around, and a lot of people think 2 is going to end up coming to the system. I think they need to put at least like 1 through 4.
Because, I mean, 1's on there, but 1 is way too short. I wouldn't even... I wouldn't
And
even
3,
consider
I mean, that was fun playing through 3 again.
fun.
It's been years since I've gone all the way through that.
And
that was fun.
they added you can play the Japanese version or the American
Yeah,
version
because it's
of that.
the arcade port. It's not the console port.
And you can also they have a caravan mode where it's like a score attack, time attack type thing, which was really cool. I didn't even see that before, so it's awesome. Yeah, that was fun. Awesome.
Yeah,
Great
that
time.
was a great that was a great time playing through that. You know, I think we made it through in like an hour. And if you want to see the whole thing, we'll have that up as a separate video, and the link will be in the description. It's only about an hour long. You can watch us play through the whole thing and be stupid and become zombies and wondering
Throw
why
up on.
we're dying
Bleh.
so much and how we got so many quarters.
like money.
Before we let you guys go, and first of all, we do want to thank you for joining us this week. We want to remind you that this is the last week to get in for the giveaway. So if you have not entered yet, make sure you subscribe and go and watch episode 4. More specifically, pay attention to the Zelda review and then comment below on that episode, and that'll enter you to win this guy right here.
That's right.
You can win.
Still want it. I know you still want
it's
it.
brand new in the box, never been touched by our human
NIB.
hands.
NIB.
I'm sure it was touched by some human hands in the factory it was made in, but it's never been touched by us, so it'll be brand new for you. And as a second place prize, if you do not win that, you can still win the Playing with Power Collector's Edition hardback book. And yeah, so guys, we want to thank you again for joining us this week. Anything you want to say to them before we go?
Let's see. I'll be looking out, but probably playing more Persona.
I will not be having a stream this week on Thursday.
Oh yeah, Chris is not having a stream. Let's just make sure to remind people that he's actually going to be leaving out of town. So
We will have an episode next week, but I won't be streaming Thursday night because I got to fly to BFE, Indiana.
yeah. Well, I'll try to pick up the slack while you're gone or something like that. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe you can do some extra streams or something. Maybe you
Yeah.
can figure out this Persona.
Just playing some Persona. Maybe, I don't know. There's an update coming out for Overwatch, I heard. I'm not sure what that is. They haven't really.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
on
There
the,
was that big update that came out the other day too. I noticed
Yeah.
it took a while to update.
What about you? What you got? What's on your radar?
I got to finish up this Mass Effect review,
Mm-hmm.
and then get packed and ready to fly across country. So that's my week. I'm gonna try and get through Horizon. I'm working on that Platinum, and that's pretty much it. That's my week. And with that, guys,
There you have it.
I want to thank you. We can't thank you enough for watching us.
No.
We're idiots. This is like if you took a trash can and set it on fire. That's what we are. We're just doing this because we're having fun with it, man. This is a great time. But last thing I'll say to you guys is have an awesome week.
Thank you.
Play the heck out of all those video games you got. It's a great spring for video games. And as always, stay awesome. See you next week.
See you next week. Peace out, guys.